name is Autumn Kidd. I am 22 years old and I live in Phoenix, Arizona. I started taking photos in 2019. When I went to Europe, I just brought my camera and just take pictures of anything that I saw and people and things and the people that I stayed with. And then whenever I got back, my friend hit me up to take photos of him, and from there it just kind of started searching for models and just taking pictures of whatever I saw and whatever kind of came to mind. So the inspiration for my last shoot is just kind of like a woman kind of going crazy a little bit, and just the phases of that, and if just kind of being a woman, being a woman in general, being a woman who's perceived as crazy, and all those phases and the emotions that come with that, is kind of what inspired me emotionally for it. And then also just kind of the ideas that old country music kind of convey of just I need to leave this town, and there's just nothing for me besides the open road, and being alone is better than anything, but within all that old country music, there's a lot of longing, and so just those emotions kind of inspired that shoot a lot. So yeah. I think what I'm trying to go into is more of a theme and a message with my work. I think a lot of it is just kind of playing off of what I'm feeling, and in a lot of ways I don't know how to put things into words. A lot of times if I'm feeling something, it's just in visuals, and so with themes to what I'm trying to go for now are more so characters to just kind of embody the different emotions that I don't quite know how to word or don't know how to display myself, and that's where I think I'm heading in that direction. Yeah, so to get into the headspace of the character thing that I'm trying to convey, I'm noticing with myself I really have to really have to put on the kind of music that gave me those visuals, or I have to look at the kinds of photos that I got inspired from, or the kind of feelings that I want to convey. I have to bring those forward. I can't just go from listening to very happy music to shooting some weird freaky kind of dark stuff. I have to be in that. And so for this last shoot of just kind of going crazy, I wrote out kind of a story that I want to connect it to, and listen to a lot of the music where kind of old country, where it was kind of I'm leaving but I don't want to leave, but I gotta go, the open road's calling, and there's nothing for me in this little kind of town, and just things that already embody what I'm trying to embody is help me get further into that. In post-production, I am a big lover of editing film. I think it's great. I think that's a whole other art form to it, and so with certain things right away I just kind of go in and look at it and look at the tones and look at is this as dark as I'd like it, or is this too light, and so instantly I just kind of color correct, but I have to give it a second, kind of step away from the photos to really think about how I can creatively, or I guess stylistically, go in and bring more of another thing to it with editing, and that's not just in the photo. And so that takes some time, and I have to draw a little bit and do other creative things and come back to that before I can really have an idea in my head for what I want to see in there. So my future plans with photography, I'm going to be moving out to Philly in the summertime, and just kind of expanding myself and the kinds of things that I'm inspired by out there, and I think being surrounded by green and seasons will definitely influence me and influence my work, and just kind of give me another perspective on it that I think will be really cool to transfer over into visuals and see how that goes. Shout out to everyone who's, hit me up to shoot, anyone who's liked my work, anyone who supported it, anyone who's done any of that kind of stuff. Just because I just never, I don't know, taking photos was always I guess being a photographer, I'll use those words, is not something that I ever thought I would actually do. I thought it would always just kind of be an idea in my head, and so just to be received with so much love means a lot. So that's all I'll add.